We had a lot of things at Tanner Manor, but one thing we didn't have a lot of were pets. We just kind of had burnout on pets by the time I came along as the 12th child. Dakin and Scott and Brian and I, though, begged for our turn to have pets, even though Mom got burnout running a thoroughbred named Duke through the park and never getting help from the kids, and the same dog ate up all the hamburgers one time when we hardly ever had hamburgers, and Kay would ride that dog around the blocks on its back like a horse, and the neighbors would call and say, "I think your daughter is riding your dog around the block." And so Duke didn't last very long, and whatever other pets we had just didn't. But we did one time at Christmas get our wish when Grandma and Grandpa gave us 2 rabbits, a black one and a white one, and we named them Pepper and Salt. And they were going to be our pets, and we promised we'd take care of them. And they came in a cage, and so we fed them their first night and gave them their little pellets. And the next morning, we came out to play with our rabbits, and there was a somber feeling in the air, and we were told that the neighbor dog ate our rabbits. And I saw the cage, and all the white and black hair was kind of around in the cage. It was terrifying and kind of traumatic. And the thing about that neighbor dog, we called it the Roger dog because the Rogers lived in the house below us, below the alley behind our house. And that dog was so mean. It would always yip, 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 really just come after you when you're walking home from school. And so I just didn't ever have very positive experiences with pets. Even goldfish, it seemed like they'd die. There was one pet, though, that I kept for a little while. It was a turtle. This turtle I got at a carnival, and it was about the size of a quarter, and they don't even sell them anymore. But I got that turtle, and I thought, finally I have my own little pet. But I lost it, and it wasn't until several weeks later. I don't know, I don't have a concept of time, but it was quite a while that I could not find that turtle to feed it or water it. One of my dad's clients saw it creeping across the floor while he was taking a test in our living room. And so the turtle was found. I wasn't good at taking care of pets, and I wasn't very comfortable around pets, but my best friend, Leisha Rose, had a whole menagerie, and so I was exposed to animals. She had this dog named Yogi that she just loved, and she'd, let it slobber all over her like animal lovers do. And they had homing pigeons. They had a big old bathtub full of catfish. They had rabbits. She had a parrot named, I think it was named George. They were all named, and so she was comfortable with pets, but I just wasn't. My exposure mainly came from her pets, and then our next door neighbor's dog, which was a male dog, which the owner, George McDonald, named Amy. And I think Amy was a boy, but I don't know. I know there was some confusion there. But she was a really nice dog, and so I liked that dog. But I think it's kind of why I always say, I can only have so many living things to take care of, and I took care of my kids, and I went to silk plants because I couldn't even be responsible for taking care of real plants when I was raising my kids.